You're listening to World of Empowerment Radio, your station for practical spirituality in a changing world. And here are your hosts, Aingeal Rose and Ahonu.
Next question we have in this session is about frequency, and we want to know about frequency, the frequency of the human, the frequency of prosperity, the frequency of abundance, the frequency of success. Are they all the same thing, or does each one have its own unique, let's call it a frequency signature of sorts?
Well, we have to remember that frequency and vibration are very closely connected. And vibration does change physical matter. And frequency is the amount of electricals you can hold at any given time. Like in these discussions today, when I see the blue light, or even in the first session, I'm transported to a different frequency, and that frequency has a quality to it which is very loving and lofty and above all of the things that are going on the earth. So frequency does make a difference in terms of the state of mind you're in, how you're feeling on a given day, what your quality of your thoughts are, how you look at the world. So when we look at the frequency of prosperity, just give me a minute on that, because that's a totally different subject source is saying. All I keep hearing is love is the highest frequency, and it includes prosperity and all good things. So I feel like what it's really saying is strive for that, and all else will be added. We're not asking to see the love in all our situations. Because of that, we have no understanding of what we're doing or where we are. In other words, we still haven't learned to appreciate everything that we have in front of us in a big enough way. So this is not a punishment, it's just a fact that to be in a higher place of love, you really do have to see it everywhere, in every situation, in every condition. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to be perceiving yourself as victims. It doesn't really matter where you are if you're seeing correctly, if you're seeing love. And we have to remember too, it's telling us that the world is in a state of flux right now. So in a way, you kind of need to be in a state of flux yourself. The places that might feel one way have for years might be changing. We still have more turmoil to go through on the planet. So its advice to us is work really hard on focusing on seeing the love in everything, especially in yourselves. And don't be so critical of yourself. And you need to be in more appreciation of yourself too, and everything that you've accomplished and done. There's still a lot you can do. Still a lot of conversations you could be having with the world. And home isn't always a place where you live. It's where you are inside yourself. If you're not at home with yourself, you need to find out why. But it has to do with the ability or the inability to see love in everything. As this critical point of transformation, as we talked about forgiveness. True forgiveness really means that you're out of victim consciousness. That you really understand that no one does anything to you, no one hurts you. All there is good in every situation. That nobody deserves punishment or criticism basically love is the answer. It's always been the answer, and it's still always the answer. So if you're not happy where you are, before you leave anywhere, just ask to understand the love in the situation, an appreciation of the situation, and then you're free to move on.
You can subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and on our website at worldofempowerment.com.
Don't miss an episode. Hit the subscribe button now.